The Deputy King, His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, chaired the weekly cabinet meeting at Khalibiya Palace. The cabinet highlighted the importance of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa's attendance at the coronation of His Majesty King Charles III of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland and head of the Commonwealth, which was also attended by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. This reflects the depth of relations between the two countries. The cabinet congratulated His Majesty King Charles III on his coronation and thanked the UK for its hospitality. On the occasion of World Press Freedom Day and Bahraini Press Day, the cabinet commended His Majesty the King's address on the importance of addressing hate speech and highlighting the contributions of Bahrainis in the press and media, and emphasized their pivotal role in supporting the kingdom's comprehensive development. To mark International Nursing Day, the cabinet thanked Bahraini nursing professionals for providing immaculate health services to Bahraini citizens and residents. The cabinet affirmed Bahrain's support of the Saudi-American initiative to commence preliminarily talks in Jeddah between representatives of the Sudanese Armed Forces and the Rapid Support Forces from Sudan. These talks are designed to encourage the cessation of military operations in Sudan, ultimately ending the ongoing conflict. The mediation will be led by Saudi Arabia and the U.S. with the support from the Quartet, the Arab League, and the tripartite mechanisms represented by the UN Mission, the African Union, and the Intergovernmental Authority on Development. The cabinet welcomed the decision of the Arab League in its extraordinary session to resume the participation of delegations of the government of Syria in the meetings of the Council and all its affiliated organizations. The cabinet noted that this decision supports a commitment to preserving Syria's sovereignty and territorial integrity, consisting with common Arab interests and aspirations. The cabinet discussed and approved several memorandums during the meeting. A memorandum submitted by the Civil Service Council to adopt flexible working hours across ministries and government agencies. The new policy will provide employees with a 3-hour window to begin their workday to increase productivity. The cabinet directed the Civil Service Bureau to take the necessary measures to implement the policy. A memorandum submitted by the Minister of Municipalities and Agriculture Affairs regarding the acquisition of real estate for public use to provide spaces for urban development. A memorandum submitted by the Ministerial Committee for Legal and Legislative Affairs on the government's response to 4 proposals submitted by the Council of Representatives. The cabinet then reviewed a memorandum submitted by the Ministerial Committee for Financial and Economic Affairs and Physical Balance on the latest developments across the Salmaniya Medical Complex and primary healthcare centers, and a memorandum submitted by the Minister of Health regarding the classification of graduates of local training programs. In addition, the cabinet noted the following ministerial reports: the Minister of Interior's visit to the UK, Bahrain's participation in 2 extraordinary ministerial sessions of the Arab League regarding developments on the Syrian and Sudan crises, the Minister of Foreign Affairs' visit to Ukraine, the participation of the Minister of Finance and National Economy in the spring meetings of the World Bank Group and the International Monetary Fund, the participation in the launch of the Declaration of Bahrain in Egypt, the participation in the extraordinary session of the Council of Arab Ministers of Social Affairs, the outcomes of the consultative meeting of the Committee of the GCC Ministers of Health, the participation in the Arabian Travel Market 2023, the participation in the 36th meeting of the GCC Youth and Sports Ministers, the foreign participation of ministers and the visits of foreign delegations to Bahrain.